Obviously, drama does well for TV, and so in the midst of your parents' divorce, how did that affect you? With that being public, did people come up to you and ask you questions, or I'm just curious,
or even having to do like interviews about it during that time?
I avoided a lot of it. Like I was pretty staunch and kind of avoided like elaborating too much, because I feel for, kids where parents get divorced at a young age. It is mom versus dad. You had team mom and team dad, team Matt, team Amy, you know what I'm saying, amongst the fans.
That's honestly what you got more than anything, was like fans would come up and just like take sides, and you're like,
really?
Whoa, this is awkward.
Or they're like,
I'm not gonna go there.
Your mom, which is implying I do not like your dad.
Really?
Or
love
vice versa.
your dad's so great, and it's implying that maybe they, you know what I'm saying, like it's so like no one said like, what do you think, Zach? But like, or I wouldn't say no one. It probably happened.
There's definitely some bold people out
we
there
did some private. I was doing private tours at the farm at the time, and now that I think about it, there was some conversations there that people like, hey, what do you think? But no one like on the street was like, Zach, oh my gosh, you're from the Little People World. Hey, what do you think about your mom and dad? So
yeah,
in private settings with fans, those questions probably came out more. So. But again, it wasn't like the pressure of, I was not the only sibling in this, and then Tori and me are like, getting married and promising our life to each other at the same time. A very public divorce is happening, and so it was, that part was like just kind of, it was unfortunate. It is what it is, but just certain things like that eventually just kind of caught up, and again, don't regret anything. A lot of doors were open for us and everything like that. And it was a cool experience. I feel like I understand how certain things work in like every day. The news, like behind the scenes of almost any camera work, like there is an interesting, I'm always asking like, I wonder what actually happened there. Or how was that? What's the reality there? So,
Both my grandparents, both sets of grandparents in my family actually got divorced. And so I know my parents, when they were going to get married, they were like kind of hesitant at first because they had both seen that and been through that. And you mentioning that you got married at the same time, did that make you hesitant at all for marriage, seeing that play out?
Tori was my first kiss.
First girlfriend,
first
everything.
So I was pretty like locked in. Like
I'm his first girlfriend, so
she's my first girlfriend.
He's my first boyfriend too.
That's so good.
okay. Sorry, I missed that.
We started dating really young, so that kind of.
Wait, I love that.
So in that context, like I was pretty locked in.
Yeah.
Well, Zach, we'd been dating for like 5 years.
Oh my goodness.
5 years. And eventually, I'm like, bro, like, what are we doing here? Not bro, but dude.
My brother got married the year before, and so like it was the season of life.
And I think honestly, I think that if you guys stopped and thought about it, it did affect. I don't know. I would say like I feel like that conversation was there between your brother. With your brother, because they're doing all these like wedding things and really cool, and I feel like that was probably kind of conflicting to have parents getting divorced and then we're both stepping into marriage, and I feel like that would, like, if we would have stopped and thought about it, it might have been difficult, but I think that we were so like full speed ahead. We were
excited, long engagement, and like for me, like it was just, this is what we're doing.